I was depressed, I would just start crying. From people viewing your life from the outside,
Yeah, it looks
they see,
perfect.
oh, this person is chilling. And I saw some plates on the rack, and I saw like foam not down it. And I wanted to tell her that, oh, I think you missed like all of it. Then I saw her just putting on that one, like, oh, that is actually intentional. Like, she meant not to risk it.
Hey loves.
Hey loves.
Welcome back to my channel.
Welcome back to my channel.
If you're just seeing my face for the first time, I mean, you're just seeing my face for the first time.
Like, subscribe, comments.
That's what you're supposed to say.
It's not?
Yes. My name is Away Grace, and I'm a YouTuber based in Lagos, Nigeria. So today, hey God, I'm just trying to keep calm because my baby, my boo that I haven't seen since last year January.
Yeah, okay,
last year January. She's here. She's in Nigeria, and I'm super excited. Like, we always knew that we're going to do this video together as soon as she got back, and yup, we're here.
Yeah.
Guys, meet Amaka.
Hi guys.
Any introduction?
Yeah. Amaka, that's it.
Amaka is just simple and sweet. Okay, so today we're going to talk about UK life. I don't know what the topic will be yet, but it will be something about JAPA or not. Is it worth it? So my friend, okay, let's even talk about how we met. You talk about it. Let me see whether you it's the same way that I remember it.
So we met while we were both doing our IT at Chi Limited. How was it now?
Yeah.
Okay, so that day I came late, so she was already at work, and I came. I'm like, oh, there's a new copper, and her forehead.
Is it copper? I was
sorry,
yeah.
A new intern. Her forehead was just screaming at me. Like, well, like, she's so pretty, but her forehead though, and then
it choked.
Just the way we became very close was so like, it was like we already knew each other. It was so quick,
and it wasn't just you; it was you and today. It just felt like we were. It was
just instant, like it wasn't forced. It was so natural.
Yeah,
like,
it was so beautiful.
And she's
I remember.
Oh,
I remember when like you guys left, because you guys started your IT before me. You know, called depression and devastation. Hey, that's what I was going through. Because
actually, when I came
was
back
so
to
sad.
See you, when I came to see you,
yes,
she was so excited. I was so excited.
I was so happy because I was like, oh my God, my friends are going. They are the reasons why, like, you know, when you're going to work, and it's not really about the work. It's about the people that you're going to meet.
Like, it was so bad. Like, if you say, oh, I'm not coming today,
yeah,
we'll be like, okay,
we're not going. Amaka is currently doing her masters in UK.
Yeah. And
she's had like quite an experience, so I want us to talk about it. So first of all, you know, before you like travel, was it your first time traveling like outside the country?
No, but that was my first time in the UK.
In the UK?
Yeah. Was
it like what you expected? Because I feel like you have like what you had in mind of what it was going to be like. Would you say it met your expectations or exceeded them?
The picture I had in my head of the UK was exactly what I saw. The way, like, the UK just has this kind of environment. People are friendly, but at the same time, it just looked kind of gloomy. I don't know how to explain it. It looked like, you know, all these movies when there is like an outbreak, a pandemic, and they are wearing their masks.
Yeah,
that was the vibe I was getting. That was the vibe I was getting, because at the point when I went,
pandemic was like,
and then when the pandemic, it was just the pandemic, yes, and then the weather, it was always very foggy. So like it just looked very gloomy and sad. But the people were just they were nice people. British people are actually they are very polite, extremely polite. It's very
disgusting. So like schooling there compared to schooling here,
that's what the biggest. I think that was the biggest change for me, because I went to Covenant, so it was first of all, the restriction compared to the freedom I had in school. And the one thing that busts my head is the fact that you can call your professors by their names.
Like how? I'm sorry, did you struggle with it?
No. I was so happy. I like sharp. I loved it.
I would have had a problem with it.
I loved it.
You know, like here, like in Unilag, for instance, it's a big deal. Like you can literally you can be in serious trouble if you call a professor doctor. Not
Yeah,
even that you
even the
call
covenant. Yes, yes.
you'll be in
They'll look
serious
at you.
trouble.
Like I loved it. I love calling my professors by their first names. Not even miss, not even like straight up like you're their G.
Hey.
I love it. So yeah, that was that was a shock. A shock that I really liked. And just the freedom, and they make things very easy for you. They are very, very understanding, extremely understanding. Like you can come and say, oh, my mental health is struggling, and I'm like, oh my god, take time off. Even recommend you to some places that you can visit. Like they have structures in place for all of this. And they're just very, very.
So life is not like hard.
Life is not
you know
hard.
How it is
Yes,
in, like,
life is not hard.
Universities here, like and first of all, the number of courses that you
that was
that you're doing.
I did 4 units in my first semester, 4 units in my second semester, and I only have classes twice a week. 2 days a week. Like it's just very easy. You just, even if you're on serious, you have to be extremely serious for you to actually
feel.
Yeah.
Let's go to friendships now. Was it easy for you? I mean, I know that you had like a friend there.
Yeah.
But then let's say that you did not have a friend there. Do you think that you would have coped? Did you have to deal with loneliness at some point?
A lot of points. Like,
honestly.
There's sometimes I'll just be walking and I'll be crying on the wall.
My baby, you didn't tell me.
I point. I knew that, okay, Chamaka, because I was just doing work and school. So the whole, when I first got there, the restrictions for travel again, like I couldn't really be going on the train anyhow. Except I had like a proper reason. So there was a point where like I just knew I needed a break
from like work and school.
From school, because I used to go to London for church, and I don't stay in London. I go to London for church every Sunday. Like I just felt like my body was doing too much, my head was doing too much. I just needed to, take a break. And it really, you guys, breaks, you can never overestimate breaks. When your
I feel
body,
like we don't take breaks important in this part of the world, because everything is about let's hustle. And most of us, our mental health are not okay at all.
I think I was getting to the point where I would say I was depressed. Like it was so hard for me. I would just sit in my room and I would just start crying. It was a struggle, but thank God, prayer, friends.
I'm kind of sad that I didn't know this, because I know that
I didn't tell anybody.
We made it a point of duty to even like
we talk every Sunday, every Sunday
to keep in touch.
It's not Sunday, then Monday. Like
a
week would not go by without us talking. Or like I didn't tell anybody because I didn't even know how to say what I was feeling.
Yeah.
You get. But like, if I want to talk to someone, how would I even start? I don't know what to say.
But this is not the
problem.
first time that I'm hearing people that travel talk about that loneliness.
Yeah, because
I think it takes
outside,
some time getting used to.
Outside, it looks good. It looks like, from people viewing your life from the outside.
Yeah, it looks
they say,
perfect.
oh, this person is chilling.
You're fresh.
Because I was still going out.
Yeah.
After church, I would go and hang out with my friends. My church members would go out. But like, my life wasn't.
Something was just off.
Something was just off.
Aww.
Something was off. I came out of it. Thank God. Prayer, friends. I started opening up. So yeah.
Let's talk about work now. Was it what you expected? Is the pay worth it? Because there are many times I will be on the phone and then you'll be like, I need to go and work by this time. Was it worth it?
Yeah, it was. The UK pays okay, but well, they will tax you. Ooh, they tax. You should be, as you're earning money,
and it's
be like,
very
oh my God.
for me because you're a student. So what if you're no longer a student?
But the thing is, so I think if you're working multiple jobs, they only tax you from one job at this year, because it's only one of the jobs that they were taxing me for.
Okay.
Because I worked 2 jobs and they were just taxing me from one. The teaching job I used to do, they were not taxing me. I don't know if that was because I was a teacher or because that was my second job.
Okay.
So I was only getting taxed
on
from
one
job.
Okay, which is like fair.
Which is fair, but still
even that one is still like a lot.
Yes.
Because you're like, I worked for this money and you're taking all of it.
So the time it took like over £100, I'm like, what? 1 week. What? Well, yeah, it's good and it's very convenient because it's like they'll call you, oh, we have this shift, can you do this? If you can't,
you can decline.
Yeah, so It's very, very convenient.
So basically, I just really like the fact that, you know, they have a system that works. Even with the tax that you're paying, at least you know that this system is working.
You see that,
One thing that you told me one time that like really bust my head, you know, when you told me, you called me and said I left my bag in the train. My heart was like, hey, because if you leave your bag in the bus, in Uber, sometimes you're in trouble. Just forget about it. Your kidney is gone.
Oh my god, that weekend was.
I remember you calling and like, hey, Jesus, what kind of bad luck is this?
I lost on a Friday night, and then because it's the weekend, people are not really working. The lines are not really going through. So I called the police. I called everybody I could call, and they took down the records and everything. Monday morning, I got an email from my school. So apparently they found it. Someone found it on the train. Dropped it at one of the train stations in London. And then the train station, because my school ID was in my bag, so they called my uni, and then my uni sent me an email. I went to the station in London and I picked it up. Every single thing was inside.
Everything.
They even cut my card so that like no one uses it or anything. They're like very efficient. Like
very efficient system.
So, I was thank God, thank God.
Okay, let's move to the fun part. Food. How did you find adjusting to food and then roommates? You had roommates.
Yeah, I do have.
How was that like?
Okay.
Not necessarily roommates, because we're not in your room, but housemates.
It's a shared accommodation situation. So housemates, fine, very, very, very fine. So I had, when I first came, I had a male Nigerian housemate, very, very helpful. Like he literally helped me like to adjust. Like he helped me a lot. I'm very, very grateful. My other housemates too, the other people were white. Very, very nice people. I never had any issues with my housemates. No, never.
What about that funny story you told me about washing off?
Oh, see, I don't know if that is a white people thing or it was that girl.
It was just that person. I want to think that.
But the white men, okay, let me bust your head. The white men, I've seen them wash. They never use soap to wash.
What do they use to wash?
They use water.
To wash what? Like their clothes?
No, to plate. To do their dishes, yeah. They just use water to do their dishes. But this girl uses soap. But she doesn't rinse the soap off. He doesn't rinse the soap off. So I came in.
I would have said but you don't wear glasses.
Into the kitchen. And I saw some plates on the rack, and I saw like foam not down it. And I wanted to tell her that, I think you missed like all of it. Then I saw her just putting out that one. Like, oh, that is actually intentional. Like, she meant not to rinse it. So I just kept quiet.
You're not understanding.
I just kept quiet. So yeah, like it was just very, very strange things. I don't know if I told you. But you know the way in Nigeria we used to throw sorry anyhow.
Yeah, like, I think you told me about that.
So when
excuse me, sorry.
Till now, I still do it because I'm Nigerian.
You're used to it.
If maybe someone bumps their toe on a table or something, and I say sorry, they're like, why are you telling me sorry? I'm like, you just hurt yourself. Like, yeah, but it wasn't your fault.
What about food? Was that
food
a struggle?
I don't know. Food, I eat my Nigerian food. I cook. Sometimes I go out to eat. Fast food is so cheap. It's so cheap and I love it. So when I can't cook, I just do Uber Eats or something. I get something to eat. One thing the British people eat a lot: fish and chips. They love fish and chips. The day I had fish and chips, lover,
you threw up.
Disgusting, but it is so bland.
Nothing, no spice,
nothing. No, I don't think they even use salt. Terrible.
It's not terrible.
It is terrible. Fish and chips is a no. Sorry, British folks.
Now in Nigeria, and most of our friends, like I would say 70% or even more, youths have migrated. Like every new day, every other day, people are traveling. If it's not Canada, it's UK. Yes, welcome to a new dispensation. I mean, now you've experienced both worlds. Are you willing to like relocate forever?
Definitely, yes.
So you're team JAPA?
Yes, I am.
If you have the funds, just move.
Pack up and go, because life is not supposed to be this hard. I mean, life is not easy. Generally, but it's not supposed to be this hard. We're truly suffering in this country. We're truly suffering.
But I don't know, Sha. Me, I've never seen myself. You know how, as a girl, you see yourself getting married, you see yourself having kids, you see yourself going to school, you see yourself driving a car. Every good thing in this world, I've imagined it for myself. I have never seen myself living abroad.
This was me. Even my parents knew.
Like living, like, okay, this is my life.
It was me.
I don't mind visiting maybe once in 3 weeks.
This was me
or
before
every 2 weeks. But to sit down there.
No, trust me. This was me if I left. I used to tell my parents. My parents were convinced, okay, Amaka, I'll go back. After my first month, and I'm like, I don't think I want to stay in Nigeria. You were just laughing, like, you see that, because like when you go there,
okay, when you live there,
when you live there, you don't
because
see
I have
that.
not lived there. I've only stayed like
exactly.
a few weeks.
Yeah, when you visit, okay, fine, it's a nice life. But when you live and see how living there is much easier than living in Nigeria,
because nobody likes suffer.
Nobody wants to suffer. I don't. My name is Obiageli. I came to the world to enjoy.
Period. What about the weather? We didn't talk about that.
That's another reason why I want to be.
Well, how's the weather like?
The weather in UK is.
First of all, let me ask: when you're in Nigeria, are you someone that gets cold easily, or you're just average?
I'm just average. Like, I don't like extreme temperatures to start with. But the UK had summer. The summer, first of all, had intervals between it, so you can have like 3 days of extreme heat. When I say extreme heat, I mean this last year's heat was terrible.
Wow.
Like, they were putting up announcements like there's a heat wave, drink water,
because you could literally
they were putting you could literally faint.
Yeah,
you could literally faint. You're supposed to close your curtain so that, like, it was so bad. I know the way the UK is brick houses, so the heat is just trapped inside the house. So it's better for you to be outside than for you to be inside. Like, your fan is on, but it's blowing you hot air. Like, literally, my head, I was just like, Chama, what are you doing here? What are you doing in this country? I was so cool.
I was like,
oh my god. And then the cold too is extreme.
Like, why?
I mean, it's not as cold as Canada, to be fair. But
still,
once it starts to get, when I'm seeing minus, once I people start seeing 2-3 degrees, like, it's really too much. Why? But why? So yeah, it gets really, really cold, and then the heat too is mind blowing.
So I know that, like, I mean, you're dating and you had to deal with not seeing him for like over a year.
Yeah.
How was it? How did you do it? Me, I've never been in a long distance relationship, so I'm always like, hey, how do these people do it?
Man, it was hard. I will lie. It was hard. Sometimes I felt guilty for leaving, but like, I thank God for my boyfriend. He's very, 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 very supportive and understanding boy. Very annoying as well, but yeah. Yeah, he made it easier. Like, babe, no, you have to do this, like, very, very encouraging. It was so hard, but we found a way to, we always FaceTiming, always FaceTime. As long as I'm not at school
or work,
like, we are on FaceTime. Literally,
so communication was 100%.
Communication was 100%, like 100%. Yeah, communication is very, very key. Very, very key.
And I think there is a level of trust that you need to have.
Yes.
Because you really don't know what the person is doing all the time. And then thoughts might be running through your mind if you don't trust that person.
Trust is very, very key. Very, very. I don't think if there is no trust, it's not survive. It won't work. Because that's the only thing that kept us going. Because even if I can't get a hold of him, like, thoughts never even crossed my mind. I told you that I was going to come back. That's another thing. You cannot enter long distance just going with the flow.
Yeah,
have a plan.
Not be indefinite.
Do you get
like
have
years.
A plan? Okay, babe, when you plan on coming back, how often? Exactly. Or maybe he plans on moving as well. But you cannot just be going with the flow.
It's so important what you're saying. Having
you guys
a plan,
need to be on the same page.
Because that's how people get broken and hurt.
You guys need to be on the same page. You guys definitely need to be on the same page. That's it.
Yep. Okay, so last question before we end this video. So what advice would you give to, or just a tip, or something that you think that this person should have in mind if they're coming to school in UK or they're even like relocating totally?
I think having a good system, like a good support system, because sometimes you will feel like I say, I ask myself a lot of times, what I do here, what is wrong with you? Like, to have a good support system, good friends, a good relationship with God as well, because I definitely would not have made it through without the Holy Spirit, you know, just talking to me and helping me to find that faith in God and in myself, that okay, oh, I'm here for a reason, like God has put me here for a reason. So a good relationship with God, very, very key, very, very key. And a good support system, friends that you know you can bank on, like they always encourage you, find ways to help you out,
find ways to make you smile and laugh,
make you smile. Yes, like my baby here.
Aww.
So yeah, that's support system good.
I'm glad. Yeah, so thank you for doing this video. We'll see you in our next video. Bye.